Guys, it's been a year. That's right, it's been a year since the last time myself and my friend JMO, aka Anthony JMO on Twitch, did a waifus and husbandos tier list. Now, why we do this every year, right, is because there's so many new characters that get introduced throughout those years where, you know, we kind of want to talk about how they are as a character and if we would wed them or not. Yeah, that's right. This all boils down to if we would marry or absolutely date the bad word out of them. You know what I mean? But that's going to be what's going on today. What is going on, my dudes? Tasha here, back again with another Genshin Impact video. And of course, today, if you guys like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of when the next Genshin Impact video comes out. And of course, leave a comment on what you think about this tier list. But before we get into it today, we have a word from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by
Gamer Subs.
Now, Gamer Subs is a gluten-free, keto-friendly energy drink that is way better for you than any of those regular canned energy drinks or even some of the competitors out in the market today. And I gotta tell you, the flavors are fantastic. Right now, I've got me some Kaho's Guilty Pleasure, which is really, really good. It's actually one of my favorite flavors, and I honestly suggest it to anybody who wants to try G-Subs. So, here we go, down the hatch again. It's so good. The right amount of sweetness, even though there's no sugar in it. It's crazy. So, order yourself some Gamer Subs. Go to the website. Go to checkout. Use code INFANTRY to get yourself 10% off. And of course, I would love to hear you guys in the comments what you bought. Now, let's get back to the video. Alright guys, here's the tier list. And of course, I can't be joined by myself for this yearly tier list that we always do. I am joined by the ever wonderful Anthony JMO. JMO, say hi.
Hello. It has been way too long, man. It has been way too long.
I know, like the last time it took us, well, actually the first time it took us 2 hours to do a tier list. The second time I think it took us 40 minutes. How long do you think this one's gonna take?
This one's about to be a lot longer.
Oh God, Ark, I'm sorry, because you gotta have this. You have to have this edited by Saturday.
This is very true. All right, so here's the thing, right? So we've done these tier lists for 2 patches of Genshin Impact now, and I wanted to spice it up a bit. I was going through some of Taisha's old videos. I saw the 2.4 tier list that we did, and I felt like maybe there was missing some type of charm to the video, so I wanted to spice it up and bring it new. So I pitched the idea to Taisha. I was like, how about we just reset the entire tier list? And instead of the way that we did it by S tier, A tier, B tier, and so on and so forth, that we actually made tiers that can help us maybe predict a new pattern of what we can do for these Genshin characters, while also adding some other characters that have not even been released yet, and other characters that we are having in here for meme's sake.
Yeah.
Just to kind of spice up the video.
You'll
So
see a couple
obviously-
memes.
Yeah, so we have waifu zone now, we have girlfriend zone, husbando zone, boyfriend zone, friend zone. To be determined, because we don't know any information about some of these characters, so there's gonna be bias in here a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Like,
well, of course there's gonna
it's-
be bias. This is our tier list.
Exactly.
And our tier list is correct.
True.
But no, also bear in mind too, there are a few that we did not include just yet because we've only had possibly like one instance of them that didn't pertain to the story inside of Genshin Impact the game just yet. Some that you'll see like Arlecchino, Columbina, they're not included yet, but that also includes most of the Fatui Harbingers. So understand, you know, we want to include them right now, but we're gonna wait on that. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and get started. I already know 2 automatically, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. You already know what I'm gonna do. Where?
Yes.
Boop.
We gotta find. So
boom.
if you mind me helping you out here as well, so Mona and Ganyu are obviously gonna be put in waifu tier. One quick thing to keep in mind. So I didn't mention this before, but every lolly is obviously going to go to FBI zone, and possibly some others. Xingqiu was in there on our last tier. I'm pretty sure we might keep him there as well. And then we'll explain danger zone here in a bit. Just make sure that they're in
FBI. Yeah, I forgot FBI open up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. I see Aether. Where are we putting Aether?
We have to include the travelers. So I actually put Aether and Lumine both in boyfriend and girlfriend zone.
I could see that. I can see that only because I don't think that they would be terrible like boyfriend and girlfriends, but they're definitely, I don't think they're somebody that you would marry, unless your name is Child.
But I feel like people can at least reason with Ether and Lumine. They're not necessarily of, you know, that official age. You know, they're basically like, what, 500 years old because they're not from the world in general. So they could play in that. But when I did this tier list myself, I actually put them both in friend zone, to be honest. So we could put them there for that sake if that's what you'd want to do. But
I think though that they would be decent boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, I think it'd be one of those like very I wouldn't say like anything crazier than like the love book type of thing or the love note or notebook. That's what it was. But like I would think that they're very just cookie cutter boyfriend girlfriend. Like they could be they could obviously be really good friends, but I don't think that they would be anything more than a boyfriend girlfriend. So
I would agree. Yeah.
So also bear in mind, I want this to be understood. All the characters except for obviously the lolly characters are perceived to be of over the age of 18. So before anybody gets all freaking crazy, you know, unless we state otherwise, then we put them in the FBI zone. We're under the assumption that they are over the age of 18 because of the fact that there is no official age for these characters. So,
and even aside from that, we also have to, you know, come to the realization that if this game did have a set age for them, this is 3 years in the making as well. Just saying, even if the characters like designs don't personally age, if we're going by that standard of age, technically speaking, we can play a little bit around it too. But I think overall, our standards are pretty much what carries this tier list, so there's going to be more or less how we see things fit and based on what our own personal views are, which is what I like.
Absolutely. Arataki numero uno Ito. Danger Zone.
This is why we made Danger Zone, baby.
I do not give two fricks. I have to make sure to watch my language. I don't give two fricks about what anybody says. Ito is danger, and the reason being, yes, is he hot? Absolutely. Yes. Is he funny? Absolutely. The dude bullies children. Like, this is no debate. He bullies freaking children. If you're dating Arataki Ito, run.
Aside from the bullying children, I mean, let's also be real about one thing too. Since meeting him, all he's done is gotten himself into his fair share of trouble.
Yeah,
he got sassy with Yelan. Yelan put him in his place. He's always, for some reason, being arrested. So everything about him just, you know, alerts you danger is near.
Objection!
Run the other way if you're a child, because he will only Kabuto fight.
Yeah, fear and waifu here, just like, oh yeah, sounds like my type of dude. What? No way. What the F? Listen, I'm just telling you right now. He's one like phone call away from being put in federal prison. Okay, this is not a debate. Like, as hot as Ito is, as much of a six-pack as he has, this dude stay far away from. Sino Danger Zone. Listen, that it's going to tick a lot of people off. Actually, no, I think it's tough, man. I want to keep him in Danger Zone, but I feel like he's the most dangerous, safe person out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in the sense that you would be the one to either decide whether you'd be in a relationship with him or even more than that. I could see him being in Husbando tier. I honestly feel he's got the qualities to be able to protect those that he cares about. And he's kind of showed that a lot in the quest line. Like, especially with Traveler, even through the new Alhaitham quest, spoiler alert, he makes an appearance there too. It just heightens it for me a little bit. But I will say, he's got the and Waifu Dealer pointed out a really good thing here. The dad jokes.
Yeah.
He's already a dad.
Yeah. We'll put him in Husbando. but my first instinct was danger, danger.
No, I agree.
All right, Dehya, I'm putting her in waifu. I don't care. She's.
We can't disclose anything. She's white.
I can't disclose anything when it comes to, you know, whatever, but storyline wise, she's an absolute badass. She's super thoughtful and caring. She hot. Yeah. She's waifu. Diluc, husbando, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Like, he acts like an but he cares.
See, I don't know if I wouldn't call him.
Well,
is that a bleep word? Do we bleep that?
Yeah, just bleep it just in case.
Okay. I don't see him as one necessarily. He's too good to be a boyfriend, but he's also way too good to be a friend.
Yeah.
You know?
So he's
like,
definitely
he has his own job. He's making bank. Let's be honest.
He owns his own business.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Batman.
Yeah. Give me your gun. I bet this wine. Eula. I think Eula would go into girlfriend zone easily.
I think she still has to be there with Amber regardless. We've always kept them together, and it's not that she doesn't fit the status of waifu. I feel like we still need a little bit more of her.
I'll tell you what it is for me. It was the same reason why I was gonna put Beidou originally in girlfriend. I think that she is a great girl. You're gonna get into fights with her a lot because she's going to say something stupid to somebody, and you're gonna have to literally like keep the other people calm because she doesn't know exactly what she's saying. She's trying to adapt.
Yeah.
The fact that she's trying and trying to do better is fantastic. 2.
Oh, I agree.
Absolutely freaking drop dead hot. Like 10 out of 10 on the hotness scale. Thirdly, she likes to go out and drink. Nothing wrong with that.
True.
But I feel as though
not.
every time she goes out to drink, she gets hammered. Like, there is no in between. Hu Tao.
Waifu.
Oh, absolutely.
like I would argue like to some degree if people aren't really into that whole thing, but like let's be honest, she might work at a funeral parlor, but at least she's got a very good profession. She's fun, she's lively, she could be in a friend zone tier and you'll have as much fun as you would with her in a girlfriend tier and or waifu tier. Like she fits every single category that we could put her in very, very well.
Also,
to some extent.
Also, she's a great host for parties, and she's a rapper, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And a great one at that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you, Butterfly, you too, buzzing by.
Oh, Jean, I think we have to put in waifu, but I feel as though like she'd be the wife that overworks herself.
Yeah.
Like you would be the stay-at-home husband because like when she'd come home, like she'd be bringing home the bread, and you'd just be like, "Let me make your food" and all this other stuff. I feel like that would be her.
Yeah, we held her more or less in like I think an A or a B tier a while ago, so it's nice to finally see her rising up to waifu zone as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to find out more about her because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some stuff with her in 3.5. But
oh yeah,
like I feel as though we couldn't put her anywhere else but waifu tier.
Right.
Catching, Kuching.
Well, she's definitely not danger, FBI, or to be determined. I
would say girlfriend.
I'd argue she'd be with Fischl just because of how overworked she is, but with the new quest, because they have to make everyone like this character, and I'm playing biased here, that's why I said friend zone. At least she understands work, life, and balance. So girlfriend zone could definitely be a fair thing. You're lucky I'm playing the biased here because I would have put her right in front zone.
Listen, I hate Kuching as much as the next person, but I also know that she exhibits characteristics of a girlfriend. Like she would be a decent girlfriend. Like she would go out of her way to make sure that she has time for you. But I feel like she'd also be super apologetic if she's like, I gotta go into work. You know,
just ask Ganyu, she knows.
Yeah. Madam Ping. Wifey baby. No.
Alright, nah, we gotta differentiate. This one's danger zone. Alright, listen.
Listen, she's old. She be old AF. But
Yeah.
Young Madam Ping, wifey
Young-
baby. Woo! Young Madam Ping was fire.
Something else, that's for sure.
No, I would say old Madam Ping friend. She's a
Oh,
great
yeah,
she's a great friend.
absolutely.
If we could put her in the grandma zone, I'd be like, yeah, she's a great grandma. But young Madam Ping. Oh man, I would be using my Riz to the fullest to get with Madam Ping, bro. I already know where you're gonna put this one.
Oh, absolutely. Come on. She has to be in waifu zone.
I would argue though.
I would argue girlfriend. I don't see her as a friend. I think. All right, so I'll let you explain, and then I'll explain.
So with me, I think that she exudes both tiers really well.
Right.
I would put her in girlfriend zone more because I feel as though like she just screams like a great girlfriend, not a great wife. But at the same time, I cannot deny that she has those characteristics.
Yeah, she does. I feel like one thing for me that would keep her in waifu zone is she has a very niche, like, you know, profession with dancing and stuff like that. She can easily make a stable career from that as well. And she seems to have a very unique balance between her friends and what she likes to do. So I feel like she's that type of person that you would bring with you and you'd always want to like hold hands with and like present her to your friends and stuff like that. That's not something I feel like I would do with a girlfriend, you know?
Absolutely. Raiden Shogun. I would say waifu, not because she, you know, is hot, because we know that she is, but the reason being is I feel as though when you take her somewhere, it's a new experience for her almost every single time, and she's going to look into it and like actually be invested in the time with you instead of just being like, oh yeah, okay, cool, yeah, let's go and do this. Like, I feel as though she pays attention to the small stuff and would ultimately, as a wife, like, be grateful for that fact. Plus, we already know she has a lot of money because she's the leader of Inazuma, so, like, that's just a given. Yeah. But
she has a very unique ability to adapt.
Yeah. The only thing that
we've seen that, like, you know, change of sides thing with her, and this isn't Raiden Shogun necessarily.
It's
this
A.
Is A.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just for the full disclosure, there, we're not talking about the puppet Raiden. We are talking about A's Raiden. So.
Yeah. So, with the Shogun here, A, the only thing holding her back is that she can't cook, and she cooks terribly. Like, come on, we see the memes all the time. Like, girl, you need to go into Gordon Ramsay's school of cooking. Like, you need to do something. Like, just how do you read a cookbook and still mess it up?
Yeah. See, she wants us to help her. Like, we have to be the ones to cook for her and let her watch everything, and then she's gonna be like, boom.
Literally, she is Yor from Spy Family.
Yeah, like, actually, that is a very good comparison.
She is absolutely Yor from Spy Family. Like, except for less emotion. So, Smeg Mora, Danger Zone.
Yeah.
Guys, you can't have sex with a bed of ashes.
God damn it.
Moving on.
See, I threw her in here with anticipation that other people would easily just be like, you know, she's gonna be in waifu. She's got the booba. She's got the look.
She's not waifu.
Exists no more, you know.
Yeah, she doesn't exist anymore. And even before that, like, well, I mean, technically, like, we have Guizhong, and Guizhong. Spoiler alert.
Hey. No.
But Signora, like, she's that petty girl. Like,
she's in the wrong crowd too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Criminal. So no.
And that's where the next one's going to, right with her.
Honestly,
FBI, open up!
No, I would argue Husbando.
Oh yeah.
Like,
he has the redeeming qualities that help you like him. You know, he's
yeah.
very caring about his family. He obviously knows how to make money if he really needs to. He's dependable, but
He's the more charismatic Lloyd Forger from Spy Family.
true. I mean, he's basically like Kaya, but with more of the D-Luke type of like protection and like stableness that Kaya to me just doesn't seem to have.
Yeah, no,
Like Kaya's more of that like free-spirited type guy who's like a one fling thing, right? Like he wouldn't be that type of character to hold down something. Child, I can see doing that. So
yeah.
Husbando or Danger Zone would probably be the only two places he'd fit because I cannot see anyone realistically wanting to have him as like a friend because you don't necessarily ever know if you're on his bad side or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So friend zone wouldn't work for him. Boyfriend zone is not good enough for him, in all honesty. So
Yeah. So, Zhongli.
friend zone.
It's tough. I would say, yeah, friend zone. She can cook, and she's obviously very loyal, but I feel as though, like, when you look at her, you just see a friend. Like, she's a
Yeah,
good...
I can't see her as a wife. Like, she would make a great one. Like, she has the characteristics of every reason to be claimed a waifu. But something about her is just off-putting as well, you know? Like, she's got a very, like... Imagine wanting to have your wife cook for you every day, and there's always a spice in it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Mexican food. Get it?
See, I love Mexican food, so...
Like, it's like... Hey, I want ice cream. Yeah, let me just throw some, hot chili peppers.
She would mess with it. Like, she would be like, "Oh, I wonder how you would like this." And it's like, I just wanted vanilla ice cream with maybe some.
You want a ghost pepper in there? Like, come on.
So, I definitely agree, friendzone. Xiao, this is tough, man, because Xiao's got such a great story, and I feel he deserves to be in Husbando tier. But I don't think it's justice putting him in boyfriend tier. But at the same time, like, he's a danger, dude. Like,
he is. I would say, if anything, he's that very dependable friend. He wouldn't want to be by any means necessary in a relationship. Personally, I don't see him doing that. But I know he holds a lot of the people that he cares about close to his chest.
Yeah.
And that's very rare in a lot of characters. Like, obviously they all hold the Traveler in high regard, but none of them match just how good of a friend Xiao actually is, in my opinion. He just got something about him that is that person you always want by your side and know whenever you're in a pinch, he's there to help.
yeah. I feel also like he would be boring as a boyfriend, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I could see
I
him
don't
as...
care what we do.
I don't care what we do.
Don't talk to me.
Lament! You know, just screaming like, what's wrong with you, dude?
Zhao's elemental skill, voice line number 2, is what he'd be as a boyfriend.
Evil conquering!
No, it's actually boring. No.
All right, we
Like,
have
we
one.
can add the waifus and stuff, so.
We have one more. I think he says Mendo, Zhongli.
Yeah, this guy is too good.
Big Dong Zhang. Like, come on.
good.
Like he's got stories. He can keep it somewhat entertaining. I feel as though the way he talks could be boring, but at the same
I
time,
can't get bored of it, man.
huh?
I just can't get bored of him.
Well, no. What I'm saying is the way that he talks would be boring, but the stories would keep you intrigued.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I love his way of speaking.
Yeah.
I will say, like,
He's got the storyteller
he's
voice.
Just that, yeah, he's that type of guy who, like, would be able to take care of just anybody that he cares about. And, Osmanthus wine aside, because I figured someone was going to bring that up in chat.
Osmanthus wine.
Aside from that, if you just give him Osmanthus wine as an anniversary present, I'm sure he'll be fine. And then you can make new memories with him every anniversary, and then you can have Osmanthus wine together. Like, come on now.
No,
He's too good to be anything else. He definitely does not fit boyfriend whatsoever.
No. He's definitely the type of guy that you would just be like, okay, I'm gonna have to marry this dude because he's he's almost like a high class citizen in that sense. With the way that he talks, he's eloquent. You know, granted, he doesn't have Mora, quote unquote, but you know, he has a job to make Mora, and he works with the waifu, so you could have you know, a good open relationship with that. So, all right. So before we end off, is there anybody on here that you would argue?
I mean, obviously Guizhong and Yanfei being in waifu, but I'm not gonna argue you on that. Like I said, Guizhong, we can't spoil anything. If you're a Genshin player, play through the Lantern Rite quest before it goes away. I think you have like only a couple days left to do it. If you haven't started it, by all means start it. It's an amazing quest. The storytelling is phenomenal. And I'm in the Yanfei simp. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen.
But no, I actually think that this is our most non-biased in a sense. Obviously, Monogatari aside, and Yai, Miko, and Nilu. But this is probably the most well-rounded tier list we've done yet. Hands down.
So, yep, I would have to agree. I think Guizhong had opportunities, but the problem is that we just don't know a lot about her. I would hope that somehow, some way, Hoyoverse brings her back to life, and then maybe
like even in future Lantern Rites, maybe they can go back, like, because obviously every Lantern Rite has been based on an Adeptus. So maybe we can get another Adeptus who is probably close to her and add more to her development as well of what she was like with those other Adeptus back then too.
Yeah.
That can ultimately help make a better decision for where she stands, but
yeah. Other dog boy boyfriend, maybe? No, not even close. You know what? In fact, Razor's going very last. He's the bottom of the danger zone. Sucrose too low. She's underrated. I mean, look, even for me, Sucrose was my first waifu in Genshin Impact, and I even have to say that she's girlfriend material. I don't think that she'd be wifey just yet. I want to see more of her.
Yeah. There has to still be more about her as well.
So yeah. All right, then I say this is the definitive list. And I'm also going to post this on Twitter before the video comes out because I feel as though I want to get kind of like, I want to get people angry about this list, and then once they see the video, they're like, okay, maybe I can see it, or how dare you.
So, proposition for you as well, if you're interested, are you just posting the picture, or
just the picture?
If you want, do me a solid and actually post the link to this tier list as well.
Ooh,
so if people actually want to go through and show us what they think about it, we can go ahead and see what other people rate these guys.
You know who we did forget?
Alhaitham.
We did forget. I would put him in. I'd put him in Husbando, I think.
Yeah, he would be.
I
didn't even think about that. I thought I had him.
And Kaveh. Well, now we got to add them for the next tier list.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, so I would say Kaveh, or to be determined because we don't know much about him. Alhaitham, Husbando.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, but I think that's really it. I think that's going to be exactly the tier list. JMO, thank you again for coming back for the yearly tier list, our third annual waifu tier list, Husbando tier list. So,
believe me, man, my apologies.
No, you're good.
I was more than happy enough to make this tier list for us because, like, I know that we like having these discussions, and I'm very curious to see what other people say too. So, like I said before, go ahead, click on the link on the tier list as well. Feel free to go ahead and show us what you guys felt, how you would rate these characters, and see how it differs from ours. But yeah, it was really fun doing this for you. It took a long time to make, so hopefully you guys enjoy it as well over there on, Twitter or on YouTube, wherever this may be. But yeah, other than that, I have nothing else to add. So.
Absolutely, 100%, guys. We will include the link to the tier list down below in the description. And yes, thank you once again, JMO. If you guys haven't checked him out, please go to twitch.tv/AnthonyJMO. He does a lot of Genshin content. He also farms on my account as well, whenever, I'm not able to, because it's been a busy couple months, obviously, with work and stuff. So very thankful to JMO for being able to help out on the account when I'm not able to get on. And yeah, he also does fantastic, fun stuff with other people's accounts too, like summoning on weapon banners and winning 50/50s. So, but that's going to be it for today, guys. Again, tell us in the comments down below, who would you rate and who would you change in this tier list? And also, you know, on Twitter, go ahead and show us with the link who you'd put as the tier list. Definitely would love to see your guys' opinions. Again, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, we will catch you guys in the next video. Please take care and be safe, y'all.
Bye.